bonus session.
Good morning, everybody. I've done so many episodes of of 22 panels, and like nobody listens. I have good conversations and nobody listens, so I'm giving up. I'm throwing the spider costume in the garbage can, and at least for the next few hours or so, it's 22 panels no more.
And that's because we are playing Die, a role-playing game based on a graphic novel about a role-playing game, where ordinary everyday people get trapped in a fantasy world that gives them everything they want to horrific ends. Welcome. My name is Phil. I am the DM, the GM, the person running the game, the person who has invited some kind of weird extra dimensional being into his mind to facilitate a world for us to go to. Um, Today is a very special episode, in that it is our first boss battle. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Hopefully that doesn't spoil the thrill. But let's get into it, handing out the dice. First, we have the D10, and that is wielded by.
That would be wielded by me. I'm Peter Eggleston Connor. I don't know why I said my full name, but whatever. I'm playing Lex, and I will be our Neo for this adventure.
There we go. Next is the D12, and that is wielded by Garion Eddings, the character I play when I'm helping the team, who unfortunately seems to have trouble staying alive. Um, he We'll see how exactly alive he is, or mostly dead, shortly. And next we have the D8, and that one is wielded by.
Jonathan, playing Eamon. He's just he's just more pondering over how lizard men do campfire games.
Nice. There we go. Next we have the D4. And guys, after the first episode, I've always said that its wielder is dead. Has anyone thought about that? Any uh any
I
curiosities what that might mean?
mean,
Has
theoretically, that
anybody actually heard that? I
I
hadn't.
have heard that every single episode, yes.
Hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I always was
From
like,
what?
well, wouldn't that mean that it's I don't remember what the Fallen, is that what they call it is for?
Hmm.
Yeah. So I
Something like
was
that.
wondering about if we were gonna face a fallen dictator at some point.
Yeah. Well, today we get to meet the ghost haunting our
Oh,
game.
oh, oh, you said D4. I thought you said D6. I thought you were telling me that I was dead and I didn't know it.
Nope. And with that,
Oh,
we give you
Okay, that makes me feel
not
better.
special, regular, everyday D6, because that is all you can be trusted with, and that is wielded by.
Then I wield. I don't know
that
if I
would be
wield.
you.
Don't be.
Now you can talk because you're not dead.
Hi, I'm somebody. I don't know if my name's Alan or Lewis, but I play the guitar and I ride a skateboard, but I think I lost my skateboard. And um, uh, I'm awesome.
A fan of all things classic rock. Uh, hmm.
So yeah. Yeah.
We'll have to get the 22 panels legal team to look
That's why we're
at
using
sampling.
very,
Sampling?
very
Okay.
short.
Iconic riffs. That's good to know. I I mean that in all sincerity because I've been tempted to do the same thing. I've been tempted to do the same thing of
I,
play little clips of songs for
I
us. So,
mean,
you
if
know,
we made money, they might
I'm
they,
sure they might want
we
some.
might we might run into issues about how short or how not short, but like
Hmm.
I feel
You feel safe. That's good. That's
confident.
good.
I feel
Yeah.
confident.
All right. And lastly, we have the D20, and that one is mine. So without further ado, let's get into the game. Everyone close your eyes, take your die, and slowly lower it to the table. And then in three, two, one, let go. Open your eyes, and we are back in the fantasy world. We are around the smoldering embers of what was once a roaring campfire. The gang has either fallen asleep or partied all night, but in any case, the sun is now up. It is a new day, and there is something between a pulsating hunger and a void of joy within the cybernetic enhancements of Lex as she is painfully aware that her her power has run low.
Oh, good times.
Yep,
Good times.
yep. It's not quite a hangover because you aren't feeling the pain, but instead you're not feeling something that that would make you feel good, that would make you feel right. And yeah, it's
Oh,
that.
it's a complete emptiness. Great.
Yep, yep. Your the the plinko pegs of your soul are vibrating in anticipation. Thankfully, uh, with the power that you gained from visiting the side, there is you get a little alert notification in an otherwise unnoticed module on your heads-up display that is sort of flashing, and there's a jaunty little tune that sounds that is uh, uh, whatever the sounds of a pawn shop might be. That's what's playing through your
Oh,
internal
like
headset right
a
now.
cash machine
Yeah,
with change plunking into it.
something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely sounds a little bit like something between an arcade and a casino with with a hint of the underworld.
Oh, great. Great, 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 great.
And so this is, I mean, this is
I
one of
guess
those
I
where,
navigate to this new icon in the heads up
yeah,
display. There's a new
I
icon, right?
right, right, yeah, yeah. It has a little new icon. It's kind of like it's the outline of a person's face with like a question mark in the middle of it.
Uh,
Um, so that's what it looks like. So I guess I'm confused how you click on it with your eyes. I don't know how that works exactly, but it's one of those.
Click on it with your mind's eye. Got it.
Yep, yep, yep. One of those sorts of things. The digital interface. We've mapped the brain, um, all that sort of thing. Um, but yeah, and
Fantasy worlds, my man.
fantasy
Fantasy
world.
worlds.
Indeed. This is where so with that, I think yeah, you hear a voice. He's a little salty. He's a little bored. He's a little tired. He's been up all night. He's like, "Oh, six of supplies. What do you need?"
What do you got?
Well, we got some of that Fed for you. It's just gonna cost a precious memory or two.
Precious memory?
Something interesting, something worth remembering. I want it. You got it. It's how the world goes around.
Like what?
So this is where, like, I mean, one of the ones that's freshest in your mind right now is how it felt to savagely hack apart a cyborg Hydra in a fountain of blood. I think that's if you're willing to give up the thrill of battle in your first kill, that would probably power you up for a day.
It's gonna sound like I feel like this is just gonna end up being 51st dates.
Um, it's going to be different than that because you're not, so here's the thing, you don't forget that it happened. You just forget what it feels like. So you're giving up that sensation of the
Right.
emotional weight of
So
it.
so the memory isn't so much that I'm giving up the memory,
Mhm.
but the physical memory of that feeling.
Yeah, since it's a fresh memory, then that's kind of how it works, as opposed to if you were to trade a memory from the past, a stale memory, that would disappear completely. So like, the memory of your first kiss or your first date with your husband or first day on the job. It's a lot of firsts right in a row, but stuff like that. Those would disappear completely. But the visceral experiences of the world of die, those you'll still know that they happen. It's unless the way I think of it is that um, things that have happened in the game only exist for as long as we remember they happened.
So
So,
what you're essentially telling me is that every time I need to give a memory, I had to give some elaborate memory of something that happened in Lex's life. And then I get to just totally forget that I told you this elaborate story as long as I remember what the story was related to, so that I
not
don't have to
so almost, but not quite. In that it doesn't have to be an elaborate story from her life, but you could just say something as simple as like, um, you know,
no, no, no. This is not how it's gonna be.
you know how you are, you know how I am, you know how it's gonna
No,
develop
I
too.
know how I am, and I know just I know that one thing that I sometimes enjoy is just making stories,
Hmm.
but there is a lot of times where I will just orate stories and
Hmm.
give some story, finish it, and then not remember it later. Like
Yeah.
I remember in college, people would ask me how I ended up at SOU, and I'd just tell the most bizarre stories ever. And I
Hmm.
had one friend who would ask me to recant the story that I told her, and I was like, so I'd start telling a story, but it'd be a completely different story, and she'd be like, "No, that wasn't the story." I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"I don't know what to tell you. I don't remember the story I told you."
Okay, so it seems like you've already encountered this pawn shop before. Feeling
I
pretty
I
familiar to
have
you.
I have a story.
Yeah, no, you don't.
I do.
Unfortunately,
I
the
do.
the the pawn shop
Not
is
open to you. Sorry.
yeah, it's not happening. Oh, it's another
Born in the black mining hills of Dakota, there lived a young
And cut.
12 seconds. Interesting. I yeah, no,
Wasn't
that's
even 12 seconds. I think it was 4 seconds.
it was
No,
something
it
like
was
that.
12. It was
It said
12.
12. We
Mm.
might have only heard
I
4.
thought it started at 8. That's why I said 4 seconds.
Oh, I don't know.
Interesting. Interesting. There we go. New bounds being broken. This will be a great
I don't know what's allowed. I know
that's
that
okay.
like I always have a specific part that I
Talk
feel
about
like
the
I
episode that gets banned.
yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I don't think Lex is super attached to the memory of I mean, it was a great memory, but yeah, yeah,
The
sure.
sensations of hacking apart a cyborg brontosaurus.
It seems like a fair
Like
trade. Yeah,
okay.
I don't get this happy joy out of this, but I get the happy joy item. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. You get 3 store credits there now. So it's one of those where, you don't
This is a
feel
first time thing.
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. You get a special deal, 3 for 1. No, it's fresh. It's a fresh memory. It's a fresh memory. It's beautiful. It's great. It whatever it is that Sixer wants, he gets it. And you ha in this instance out of this deal, not in an overall
Doesn't
way.
make some weird noise once he gets it, does he?
I wasn't thinking that. I was about to. I'm just. You just like it's sort of it's no, it's like the Zoidberg. boom, he does that. And then instead of feeling the coin sort of bounce around inside you, you just feel the warm glow afterwards. That's the other thing is that the store credit trades, they still feel good. They get the job done. Um,
But
but
they're
it's not
not
quite
actual
3
fair gold.
No, so it doesn't actually appear for you. It's just it's like it's for some reason I was imagining if there were like coins of electricity, it's like you've just plugged into the wall as opposed to eating an electricity coin. Yeah, I'm in a weird place this morning, guys.
So does that just
It's
mean
great.
my gifts activate? That's how this
Yes.
works.
Yes. So you are
Oh,
now
okay.
you're charged up. You're good to go. This is we can tweak this guy. We can figure out what we actually want to do with him. But for today, for now, he served his purpose. He's powered you up. Um, he's
Gotcha.
taken the visceral memories of battle and says hopefully you'll be able to make some more.
And then Tenny appears.
Tenny appears. What do you want to ask Tenny? What's he doing?
I don't know, but full AI is Tenny, and that got
He
activated.
is. It did. Okay. All right. Yeah. So he's just spinning around. He literally I just spun the D10, so he's just spinning like a top, letting while bored, waiting for something to happen. And with that, now you know, this is Smink and Droke, your two lizardmen companions, um, are like, okay, so who's gonna carry the dead guy? And he points towards Garion, who, if we remember at the end of last episode, the visage of Toasty, the god of fire, had the marshmallow had melted off of his face. He is unresponsive. He appears dead, but he had told you need to carry him with you to connect to of the last side connected to this vertice on the world-sized D20 that we are navigating in this world of die.
Anybody
Um,
got a strength that's higher than 2?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. I don't
Nope.
think we're terribly strong. Um, we
All
are
I put
right.
a
No.
everything in
dexterous bunch.
dex.
We are a huge dex group and not a
Hmm.
very huge strength group. Got it.
That's okay.
Um,
Is there anything around to make like I guess like a gurney or something
I
we can pull
want a red
wheelbarrow.
no, well, I mean, no. I want a radio flyer red wagon.
Red
Yeah.
wagon. Okay. Alrighty. You're in a forest right now, so I don't think you come across one very quickly by average everyday means.
Except that I
Um,
added a cross to my dice, so I get it automatically.
and it just kind of like there was a bush that was sitting next to you, and then like a strong breeze comes by and blows all the leaves off, and there was a red wagon underneath.
No,
So
it
there you
just
go.
Okay, guys,
blows
put
the
it in the
entire bush
wagon.
to the side. Like,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
bush just
okay.
moves.
I like that. It just the bush sort of
Remember, we're not in the real world, so it doesn't have to be real.
there are wagon bushes. Don't, out in the forest somewhere. You can't tell me there aren't. There we go. All right.
Talk about
So
conspiracy theories. Anyhow,
there we go. There we go. So honestly, Tad, I was kind of hoping you would reference one of the best Hellboy stories of the corpse and sling him over your shoulder, but Red
Yeah,
Wagon it is.
well,
There we go. So
red wagon it is.
dragging him in the red wagon. Smink and Droke are pointing towards, yeah, we were so pumped to go to this festival. I wrote down some Lizardman pun of an artist before, but I don't remember what that is, so that's okay. But they wanted to go see him, and they start leading the way to march out of the forest into a clearing, and then over the slight curved ledge of the side to get you from 17 to 7. And while traveling, you'd become accustomed to crossing one of these ridges that normally you'd level up. That's how it happened with the past 3 of them. But now you tilt onto a new surface, and you don't feel that same influx of strength and comfort and attunement to this world. And instead,
Because it's
uh,
being drained
it's
from
being
the dictator.
from the well,
Okay.
it's more like so now that we are exiting the tutorial of our game, and we're heading towards okay, rather than finding a new place and getting a new power, you will need to accomplish tasks, various quests, missions, and other sorts of things in order
I
to
I
level up.
just I want to quickly be clear
Yes.
that it's this one. Only I've painted the wood red.
Oh, oh, okay. So this is what is now known as the Radio Flyer, all-terrain steel and wood wagon. It is raised up. It's got like okay, that actually does look like a pretty sturdy wagon that a an adult-sized human could uncomfortably be piled atop of and dragged
Yeah,
with. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I
Okay.
mean, to be
yeah.
uncomfortable, they have to be alive.
That is an interesting
I
question
mean,
of whether the dead can feel discomfort or
we
not.
could. Yeah.
What
Uh,
was
I
that? What
mean,
was that,
I
Stu?
still
okay,
hold to my
this is gonna
statement.
be morbid, but is the body stiff or is it still loose?
It is still loose. It has not rigor mortis has not set in yet.
All right, let's get him in the wagon before. So otherwise, it's gonna get real awkward when there's just a pair of legs just like sticking straight up out
Yep.
because that is not usually meant for an adult.
Yeah. No. 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 The
Uh,
Or we're just gonna
limbs.
weaken and burn you to this.
yeah, if
One
he
Right.
or the
breaks some
other.
bones, it's probably all right. I mean, after all,
Well,
he's dead.
he's got limbs hanging out over the side. Um, one of those sorts of things. So I'm sorry. I'm being distracted by our chief executive distractioner. So I'll need to focus a little bit more. Okay, so you have touted him in the red wagon,
RTE. All right, go ahead.
and what's it? So now you've crossed over onto the new side. You have not leveled up. You have not passed go and collect $200. And that's where Smink and Droke, they seemed excited, but now they seem more trepidatious, more nervous, and they're like, what, where's the music? You know, we don't hear, maybe it's just a break. Maybe it's just a break somehow. And as the group is walking towards where the party was supposed to be, you start hearing the haunting aria of Swan Lake, as performed by the Agonist. If anyone wants to listen to it at home, that one track off of Lullabies of the Sleeping Mind, I think is the album. Um, and it's a woman's voice just belting out these melodies in a haunting way as you come upon this festival, and everyone there is dead. Uh, there are merely piles of bodies, and this is the remnant of just the remnants of a massacre that have occurred here. And on the stage, there's just a woman singing this haunting song as you approach up, and that's where as she approaches you, or not as she approaches you, as you approach the stage, Smink and Droke they go from nervous and worried about about what happened to the festival, and now that they've seen what's happened, they are terrified. They are shaking in their lizardmen boots. They did. They have. They were monster hunters. They're accustomed to chasing down beasts, and while they had occasionally, filed a bounty for various criminals, they had never expected to face a dictator. Um, these are Uh, well, I guess I don't know if you would know that it is or they would know, but well, I've established it. So that's what she is. She is a dictator. Is at this point that uh, I would remind you, I had asked the group between last session and this, did anyone remember the twist at the end of the first episode? And they didn't. It was that as Garion was welcoming you to the world, a fallen shadow beast had burst forth from his head and let out a cry that summoned the rest of the fallen. Um, the woman standing on stage singing the song was the shadow monster. She has since looked more human. She's dressed in evening wear made of shadows, as if a dark and heavy metal Mrs. Maisel, if anyone's watched that show. Um, and I suppose she should say something to you, which is, it certainly took you long enough to come find me.
Who the fuck are you?
That's where the corpse of Garion, only mostly dead, coughs slightly and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's my sister."
Holy
Oh,
shit.
yep.
How the fuck are you talking? You're supposed to be dead.
I
Um,
smacked the body.
you smack the body.
Well,
Um,
it's a dead body that came back to life. It's freaky. I'm smacking the thing because what the
right,
hell?
right. So that's where it's I hope everyone here has seen the Princess Bride and Billy Crystal saying he's not he's not dead, he's just mostly dead. And mostly dead is still partly alive. And you see there is a slight glimmer in
Great. We gotta
now that
get this guy a chocolate covered date now.
something like that. Something like that. Oh, we're not going full Princess Bride, unfortunately. But oh, you see, so now that you've remembered everyone that a monster burst from his head, you see that Garion's skull is hollow, is empty. And so his head is lit up like a jack-o'-lantern as the very faintest of embers of Toasty are at the back of his throat, in the base of his skull, that sort of area. It's questionable as to, while he is clearly talking, how he is talking.
Sure. I
Yeah.
will, and unless you want to keep going,
No, 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 no. What do you
I was
want to do?
gonna turn to Eamon and Alan and say, do you remember Gary having a sister? Because I don't.
To be
Fellas?
honest, I didn't know him that well.
We play games with him every freaking week.
And so
Yeah, so I knew his
I
characters.
I just watched.
and this is where so now just Chew, because you had the flashback previously, um, things are clicking together for you. You're realizing that even though you had talked to Garion Garion's body before, um, it didn't seem like him in the ways you talked to him before. And it's becoming clear something your the dog that is the psychic projection of your sacred weapon is somehow communing all of this to you. I don't know how this little dog is conveying all of this, but you know that even though you were looking at Garion's body in the library when you found him disheveled, uh, this person on stage was the mind behind his eyes. Uh, and Garion is now hastily, coughingly, on his deathbed, confessing to you that, yeah, I played with you guys, but you were my second group.
Was your first group just your sister?
Not just the sister. So there were other people there. I haven't decided who they were yet, but they're what Eamon had witnessed was the end of the first visit to die that Garion had attempted with his sister and her friends and her group, and everyone died but
I
him.
grab Gary. Sorry, I meant to say I grab mostly dead Gary
Garion.
and by the cuff. Yeah, Gary. Well, he's now Gary. Right.
When you're mad at him, he's Gary. That's fair. That's fair.
By the cuffs of his or by the his shirt and pull him up as best I can and say, "Who the hell else did you play with? Why are there other people in this world?"
Yep. And he's like, I and so this is where now we haven't established much about our games in the past, but I'm imagining they felt disjointed, disheveled, rushed, piecemeal. That's because y'all were effectively Garion's practice group. He had a main game that he was facilitating, and y'all were where he would try things out and attempt to experiment with new tactics and plot lines. Um, stuttering and stopping and everything. And I don't know how obvious it felt to you all the time, but yeah, he hit pretty well that he was trying to impress his older sister and her friends, her cool friends, by being their DM
I was gonna
and y'all
ask
were
if it was older or younger sister, but no,
yes,
you just answered for me.
older sister, older friends. Um, Yeah, she came from a previous marriage and has her own damage. But what she now says to you
Oh, so
all,
she's not even a full sister.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, ew.
not like that. Come on, guys. And this
Uh,
is what?
wait, why was that ew? Anyhow.
Yeah, yeah. We're just gonna ignore that. So then she says to you, yes,
I think I remember the sister now. Let me
yeah.
see this right.
Yeah, no, you can stop now.
I don't. This is Beck. This doesn't sound like
Yeah,
any
okay,
Beck I've
that's
ever
been
heard
too long
before.
of you playing this.
Oh, this is so unfortunate because I've been trying to tell my music algorithm I don't like Beck anymore.
Yeah, I don't. That was not the vibe I
Is that
got,
right?
I
sister.
just I
No,
just I just
that's
want to
No.
I just want to make it clear for anyone listening. I am not going for a cruel intentions thing here. Um, this
Well, I'm the
is
one that. Well, I'm the one that found him, without clothes.
yeah, okay. So that was that those were the tatters of coming back from another world. The fantasy garb didn't follow. So no, that's God damn it. All right.
Hmm.
God damn it being very appropriate because you know, uh so her name, since she has a name, her father named her Discordia, so of course she goes by Strife. Um and she looks at all of you and says, "Look, if I wanted you, no, not like that.
I look
Um,
at her and say, "Sorry, not talking to you yet."
not talking to you yet. You're still harassing Garion. Excellent. Um, well, she says, too
Mostly
bad.
dead Gary.
Mostly dead Garion. Um, you know, uh,
He's still gonna hate me because I'm just gonna keep calling him mostly dead Gary.
mostly dead Gary. Oh, there we go. There we go. Um, and this is where the mostly dead is now conveniently coming back, and she says to you all, um, he brought you here because he wanted strength and power, and he didn't realize that you have to take it. I'm here to offer that you join me and help me kill the gods and abandon him in his little quest to gain their favor. And this is a real offer, by the way, that if you would like to start a Breaking Bad-esque murder hobo group, um, she has various level ups to offer. and powers. So if you take
I'm
this,
surprised that she didn't react to me not reacting to her.
I know I'm a bit disheveled. I'm a bit disheveled. This is our
I,
we're very off the rails here in a
I
different way than I expected.
I totally have our answer though.
Yeah, is it? It's another.
Please don't play another clip.
Oh boy.
Please don't play another. Oh God.
Let's make it
Make
out,
it
baby.
out, babe.
And now Phil's just dying a little bit more inside as we play another Beck song.
Yeah, where it's at. Thankfully, it's cutting out a little bit, and
Thank God
what's
for
this?
Last nation a little up the road. Habitations and towns we know.
That's thankfully that's from the era of Beck that I'm just kind of tired of, as opposed to actively dislike. Um, so yeah, so this was my moment of legitimately this what we're doing now, the choices we're making have
Okay. Seriously, please stop.
it's a bit we're going, yeah, all right, we
I
need
love you dearly, but like I preferred it when you just sang random lyrics than, you know,
Fair, fair,
we
fair.
could this is some post-production work that we need to redesign, you know, but anyway, yeah,
Well,
so
you're assuming that we have post-production work.
well,
I
I,
mean,
I
that's
I am unfortunately familiar with our lack of post-production work. That's what this is my
you
as
know, go ahead, Phil. Sorry. I know we've
no,
been derailing you
no,
and
it's okay, it's okay.
you know, I have
um
been had been intentionally trying to seek out how she responded to us being like totally, you know, flippant, not caring that she was like a villain boss right in front of us.
yeah, no, that's okay, that's fine. And that's because in her mind, you're not villains yet. You're not opposed yet.
She's not the villain yet.
She's not the villain yet. No, she's absolutely the hero of her own mind. And she said that, this world, it's here for our taking. Again, my life has been quite shit. I have no interest in going back to it in any way, shape, or form. I have a feeling y'all haven't even considered how to get home. Join me. We'll rule here as the new gods, and we'll take everything this land has to offer. And so this is where, if you do want to now, become a villain party, I would give you access to abilities that you normally wouldn't have access to for a few more levels. Um, I would, this is a soft respec, so to speak. I'd say that Alan would gain access to the don't give a fuck ability, meaning that, your bad luck would never affect you. And I would also have teach you magic and have you become a trickster wizard as opposed
I mean,
to a bard.
that don't give a fuck ability is like way high.
It is way high, but you just get that, because you're breaking you're accessing additional power through evil. Um, Aemon, I would turn into a loathing knight and teach him how to use venting abilities, and I basically made an evil knight respec for Aemon. And then for Lex, what you haven't even considered yet is that you're actually half a step towards the fallen yourself, and you can control them, you can lead them, you can use them. Um, I would give you the Hacromancer ability. Oh, Eamon would get the emotion draining ability for the night. These are basically villain abilities. You would get villain abilities and become uh, more powerful villainous people to help me chase down and kill the gods. So what do you say?
Hey, quick huddle up around the radio flyer.
I mean, or we could just go from our guts and split the party if need be.
Quick huddle up at the radio flyer.
Okay, we quickly huddle
I
up around
just
the
want to
radio
point
flyer.
out. I just want to point out that like we can have fun and do all this shit, and then since we're evil, it would totally make sense if we stabbed her in the back and went home.
Wait. Did she literally say that we were gonna get all these call it evil?
Uh, Woo. um, sorry about that. Uh,
Because, like 2 minutes ago, you said she doesn't see herself as the villain.
She doesn't see herself as evil, but we're not talking where she can hear us right now.
Oh,
We're
you're
huddled up around the
saying
radio
she's
flyer.
evil.
this
Yeah,
is this is one of those moments
this is
I
the
where
feel like
fool
she
being
would
foolish, baby.
she would call it liberating us.
sure.
Right, right. But then we would liberate ourselves by stabbing her back and going home after we have fun killing the gods.
So you're saying
So
that
we're
you're saying
saying
that.
she's absolutely evil straight off the bat.
So I'm sorry. Uh,
She's evil
uh,
or not, but she
No,
doesn't want
no,
us to
no.
go
I'm not asking
home.
you, Phil. I'm talking to these two. Phil, you don't actually get a say in this.
you're around the flyer, and now this is where Garion just coughs. It's like she's she's just mostly evil. I mean, she's still partly good.
Well, then maybe she'll
Whoa.
decide to take us home. But if she doesn't, we
Whoa.
stab her in the back and we go home.
But we don't even know how to get home.
This is where this well, you haven't tried to get home, but you were told that if you all say the game is over, then you would go home.
That
So
doesn't
we could
sound
just
sketchy
say
at
the game is
all.
over and go home now.
You want to try?
No, because I want to kill some gods.
Why do you want to kill some gods?
Because it sounds fun.
This is
It
this is
sounds
where
epic, man.
so real quick.
It sounds epic. Are you sure it actually sounds fun? I mean, it sounds epic, but I'm not sure that's the same thing as fun.
This is where real quick from deep inside you,
What?
if you remember, you were all given marshmallows of personal truth that became perfectly golden brown at the end of last episode. Alan ate his. Eamon and Lex were more cautious and squirreled theirs away. So this is where now the marshmallow from inside of
Alan.
Alan's body is saying, you you if you want to kill me, you're going to need to start with the peace in your own belly. And you're getting like the start of
You,
a tummy ache of like, hey, I I gave you
not
things.
you, the other gods.
I'm one of the gods.
No, the other gods.
What other god? Who are you talking to?
The ones that aren't tasty.
And this is where wherever you had your little marshmallow, it's like now tap. I imagine you have like a little glass jar that you put him in. He's like tapping against the glass, and he's just like what happened to the ritual? The ritual. We were supposed to complete the binding ritual around the vertice, and you were supposed to unleash me. And now you're talking about killing me?
No, not the marshmallow. The marshmallow's tasty.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure she wants to kill the marshmallow too.
Well, that's when we stab her in the back or
I'm
chop
not
off her
convinced that
head.
we're talking quietly enough that she can't hear us. And also the fact that we're huddled in the suspicious sort of format does seem a little, I don't know.
I
That's
absolutely
why
love
I play the music.
I love this dynamic of the huddling in front of a bad guy deciding whether to join her. Imagine if Luke
Mamma mia, let me go.
rather than Luke coming back with no, it can't be true, it's impossible. He said, "Let me let me talk it over with my lightsaber real quick."
I took it
Oh,
out and I said,
oh.
what's the
Uh,
point of destroying the gods or killing the gods? I mean, however you want to put it. What's the point?
What's the point? The point is revenge. I
Revenge
I
on
can't
who?
imagine. I can't on the gods themselves. I can't imagine your life has gone well. Don't you want to strike them down for taking your leg
What does this
from
have to do
from
with I mean, like, this is some world outside of the world that we actually live in. And you're saying that these gods here have been fucking with us our entire lives,
that's
including
what she's saying.
you and
Yep.
me. And why
Everything
are you
bad.
talking about my leg? I don't
I,
even
I,
fucking know
I,
you. How do you
I
know
look
me?
up. I look up at the chick on the stage and I say, "No, she has not been fucking me."
I smack you in the back of the head.
Apt. But yeah, from her perspective, yes, everything bad that has ever happened to anyone has been the fault of the gods, and her life has been shit. And this is the first time in her life that she's had any power and has felt what it means to be alive. And her answer is to use that power. And what she also, I a little surprised no one's addressed the piles of corpses. That she's clearly willing to kill people for sport and for fun. And she looks at you and she says, you mentioned this being a world outside our own. Yeah, this place isn't even real. We can do whatever we want. They're not even people. We can just kill them, and it's amazing. And that's how we get stronger. And we do it to the gods too, and we
You
take their
have a
place.
really fucked up idea of what to do in RPGs, don't you?
Yes, yes,
I
she
feel like
does.
we need to have like a heart to heart, maybe over some coffee or something. Like, do you actually have any friends?
Coffee? Who's got the coffee?
I'll
Because
make
I'm
a
out
buy
of
in a second.
coffee.
I too am out of coffee.
I need coffee.
Is that a call? Is that a call for a coffee break for real, or is that just a
No, it means
a
you're supposed to
callback?
make the coffee appear.
You already got a red wagon. If you wanted coffee, you should have
That's
taken
true.
coffee.
And I'm actually already uh, thinking that I mean the red wagon's cool and all, but somebody mentioned a lightsaber.
I already
I
have a
gotta get
lightsaber.
better. I
Nope.
gotta get better
Nope.
at
You don't
this
get to mimic
whole.
me. I
I
have the
gotta get
lightsaber
better at
He
already.
does.
this wishing for
He
things.
called dibs. Called dibs on that lightsaber.
Lightsaber's mine.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
maybe it looks a little bit like a samurai sword when it shoots out, but
it does. It's a glowing red flaming katana. Okay. So if you don't see things from my way, then I guess I'll just show you. Eat my flesh, drink my blood. I am the shit of God. And with that,
whoa, 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 whoa,
that
whoa.
was
Did
the
you just
voice.
admit to being their shit?
So that is actually the voice now flows over. Real quick, Eamon, what stance are you in?
Um, let's see. I'd say probably at this point, um, it's probably the emotional reserve just because
Well, that's your
this is
that's your
weird.
venting that's your venting ability.
Oh, that was the venting.
Yeah.
In that case, probably the repulse stance,
Okay.
just because what the
Perfect.
because it's getting weird, and I'm just being weird, being trying to be ready. The dead body started talking and moving after we stuffed it in a wagon. Wagons are appearing. One guy talking about coffee. This other person just said their shit, which
Right.
I don't. I think they were trying to
So
sound badass, but it ended up coming off more ew.
yeah, yeah, it was a reference to a Behemoth song. And so she used the voice on all of you because she's taken the. Let me get her character sheet out. Taken the ability You Choir, which means
Hey,
she does not lose successes upon using the voice on multiple people. She's taken that twice. So even though there's five of you, um,
hey,
you all take this is an intensity five use of the voice on you. So you all take four hits because you each have a defensive one. So you take four hits, and you are now feeling an intense combination of fear, loathing, and grief.
Does that
The
mean
fear
my
and loathing,
guard is completely down?
yes. The fear and loathing is directed at the body laying in the red wagon before you. And you are now realizing that housing the god of fire has been a crispy endeavor. and his crackling skin looks tasty. It looks delicious, and you are feeling the desire to start eating your friend. So that is the compulsion that you have to fight if you want to do anything, standing in this field, away from the woman screaming at you from the stage with a microphone.
Well, this got dark real fast.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
To be fair, y'all did bring up cannibalism last episode.
I was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
who brought that up
One-eyed,
again?
one-horned,
That was
flying
actually
purple
Chew.
people eater.
Chew brought up the cannibalism to test the lizardmen's safety.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Anyhow, so do we need to make a roll for any of this, or
So the way this works is that now that so we agreed beforehand that the way the dictator works is that I can attack you, meaning you'll take a hit for each level of intensity that the voice was. It is now you are now facing a compulsion. You do not have to follow it. You can, but to resist it, you need to succeed on a. Oh, actually, this surpass. Well, we're not gonna do that because normally this actually surpassed your will scores, everybody. So you wouldn't be able to do anything other than this. But I'm going to say that yeah, you would have to make a difficulty 1 wisdom roll, meaning you got to roll 2 6 on your wisdom roll to be able to do anything against this compulsion, and you actually gain an advantage on anything related to it.
we have to roll 2 6s to go
You have to roll
against the
you have to
compulsion?
roll 2 6s to act against the compulsion.
So, for example, for me, that means I have a 1 in 36 chance.
Yep, that's everybody actually right now. So this is where one more time. Does anyone want to take a bite of the god flesh?
Uh, I'm gonna take the s'more out of my jar and eat it
Okay. All right.
and see if that
Um,
helps me at all. I
excellent.
mean,
Okay. So that's a good one. Um, so taking your s'more jar out and eating that. Um, so yeah, that's where you bite into the marshmallow and it doesn't feel like marshmallow in your mouth, but it feels like a steak as your teeth are tearing through flesh rather than the soft gelatinous sweetness of a holy marshmallow. Um, and you can feel that eating this thing is not the taste of sacrament, but uh, the carnal tearing of flesh.
well, shit. That did
Yep.
not go the direction I was hoping it would.
Not right now, no. Um,
I
and
I take Garion's arm
uh-huh,
and I pull on it.
you pull on it. Uh,
Yeah.
the it actually softly detaches from the socket at the shoulder, akin to chicken bones.
And
Um,
I go, sweet. I love the drumsticks. And
yep,
I take a bite.
and you take a bite. All right. And who knew cannibalism would feel so good? As now that's 2 people that have given in to these compulsions to feast upon God flesh and tear into
Garion's a
their own.
god?
He
Well,
was possessed by one.
I was
Uh,
hoping to get some insight from Toasty by eating the s'more, but
So this is now, and so now Eamon, I wanted this to happen sooner, but he's now getting a flash from an alternate reality where, you know, one of the things I wish that Strife had said before she used the voice was something like, "You ran away from this conflict, so I brought it to you." And now you're seeing if you had gone the other way on the die, if you had gone towards this festival first and partied at the festival, then Alan would have played on stage. You would have gone camping and had a great time. You would have done something different in the expanse. And then when you got to the tournament, she would be there killing everyone there and saying something like, "You ran from this combat, but you can't escape it." And so you're realizing that this is just who Strife is. She is going to start a
Oh, do
fight.
we get that either way? Like, do
You
we
will.
get that sort of conversation? And that, I mean, Eamon's the one who saw that,
He
right?
saw that. Yeah. I mean, it'll
So
be
nobody else saw that. Okay.
well, just because you're now in. So here's what's happening is he is watching this reality devolve into akin to as much as I this isn't the best reference, but akin to the Marvel Zombies universe where they have a universe where everyone is a zombie. This is now a universe where the party went into cannibalism, and you you hear a familiar voice, but you don't quite know who it is, and they say, "No, it didn't happen like that. That's not a good enough story." And something snaps, and reality rewinds as the first official use of a cheat token has occurred. And this is now, you all remember, you have that flash of everything that happened. So even though it was a subjective experience for Eamon, you're aware of it. You know that, okay, there's no joining her. There is no, short of becoming her subjects, there is no one way to appease her. You're going to have to fight. And so whereas she got the jump on you, you're now able to get the jump on her. Tenny is actually floating above her on stage for Lex and saying you can hack her microphone so that she doesn't have as many advantages to attack you with. And you know that she is about to attack you. So if you would like to do something to start this fight for real, before she has the chance to kill everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
How far away is the stage?
You will need to use your full turn to get up to the stage. You are currently far away from it.
Okay. And then is there anything on the stage or anything around the stage, or is it just
Ah, so there is, the stage is clear. There's some set decoration to the side, but it's large. It's kind of like an amphitheater, a few, props behind her. Directly behind her, there is actually a pedestal with a glass case and a glowing red violet object inside.
I'm gonna go for the red object.
Okay, well you can't get to the stage yet. So you would
Mhm.
have to use your whole turn to to approach the stage if you want to get up closer.
Okay, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna go the flanking way, where I'm not
Okay.
going straight
Gotcha.
run, more of a flank around.
Okay. So you're going down the side um towards her. And Peter, you were going for the hack?
yeah, I want to see if I can make the mic explode in her face and distract her for
Ooh.
a second.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say, so you've got 3 intelligence plus your D10.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it's a difficulty of 1 to get it to, well, I'm gonna say, okay, thinking this through, you're gonna need a special to get it to explode, but it will at the very least deactivate as long as you succeed. And it's a difficulty of 1.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
Uh-oh.
I got
That's a
three twos and a three. Three
Three
was on my
twos.
D10.
Okay, so it doesn't explode. You see like a fizzle on the mic, so that you know it's just deactivated. But you actually take 1 hit to your guard. You did
Did
not.
my guard go back up?
Yes, yes, because
Okay.
time rewound, so the voice did
Right,
not
right,
affect you.
right.
So everyone's back to full.
That's what I thought. I just
Sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Should have made that clear before taking everyone almost completely out. Okay. And then Tad, what did you want to attempt to do?
I whip out my guitar
Mm-hmm.
and I start to play while strolling slowly straight to the stage.
Okay. So you will be halfway to the stage.
We'd just like to hand the stage over to Mike McCready. He's gonna do whatever he wants.
I presume this is what you're playing?
Okay, cool.
Way to the stage. It's somebody
Excellent.
else's turn now.
All right. And I presume you're attempting to draw her attention, which is great.
I don't even care if I draw
you don't
her
even care?
attention.
Okay.
I'm a fool. I'm a
There we go.
fool. I'm
There we
just
go.
rocking out and
Just erupting.
strolling. Yeah.
Okay. So then Smink and Droke are picking up on that. What would you like them to do? This is go time. The stuff's happening. Well, let me put it this way.
Droke had that ability to like, what did he do? I remember he did that spell-like thing.
He did. So I'm actually he did have so I'm gonna say what would you like Smink to do? Because Droke, his dexterity is lower than hers, so he's gonna be the next. He'll go after her turn.
Uh, does he have any ranged weaponry?
Oh, Smink, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, so he has ranged attacks from I guess I'll say like my thought was he was supposed to be like super fast so he could like dart in and out from a medium range. But yeah, he can actually attack from medium range um and do a couple things. So I think he could, if you want him to move in and then attack, he can do that.
I mean, if he could attack the microphone, that would be great.
Oh, okay. No, you already took out the mic, so he doesn't need to like
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah. So it's
The
it's
mic is actually out. Gotcha.
yes, the mic is no longer
Sorry,
functional.
I misunderstood that.
No, that's okay. Yeah, that's why you took a hit back. So that was a fail forward
Does he have a
situation.
net?
A net. No, he does not.
Darn.
Yeah. They were more magically. Well, let me say, okay, he does have a net, but he can't throw it from the middle of the stage. He has to be closer.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
so
he should
adding a net to
move
medium
up
range.
somewhat closer and then get to a point where next turn he could move up the rest of the way and then throw the net.
Okay, cool. So here's where the layout is. We've got up on the stage, that's where Strife is. From a flanking position, uh, that's where Eamon is approaching. We've got Alan going down straight, playing guitar, and then I presume you want Smink to flank on the opposite side so that he could potentially toss the net. Uh, Next turn, you said?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And then,
That's my idea. I mean, like, if
yes.
anybody else has any other thoughts, I'm open, but that's what I would have him do.
Okay. Um, there we go. And so then so you were far away. Did you want to then move at all, or did you want to hang all the way back by the corpse?
Well, now that the mic is disabled, I guess I'll start moving on. Sure.
Okay, cool. So you'll be heading, do you want to head down the center or kind of to the side?
Uh, is Alan heading down center? I
Yes.
don't remember.
Alan's heading down center. I've got
I'll go down the side that Smink is going down.
Okay, cool. So you'll be a bit behind them. Say right in closer. And okay. Perfect. Perfect. We got him back there. Alrighty. And so now that she sees you um coming at her, uh she's going to make an attack differently. Um, and okay, so here's the thing. So okay, so she has 3 charisma and then 1 advantage for being on stage. Well, okay. Actually, no advantage for being on stage. We're just gonna limit. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so she can hit 3 people. Okay, so she uses the voice on Eamon, Allen, and Mink. And okay, so that is 2, 4. Okay, so that's going to be three. Actually, hold on, how does this work? Yeah, okay. Ugh, trying to remember. Okay, so we're actually going to say, yeah, that's a power level 3 that hits. Um, so that is 2 hits against both Eamon and Allen, and then Smink is now being controlled. So, but he also takes 2 hits. So I don't know how to necessarily do that. But we're just gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out on the fly. So yeah, so she has control of him, and then Alan and Eamon are facing disadvantages for doing anything other than attacking their friends. Um, and so with that, now it's Stroke's turn. He's at the end of the combat. What do you want him to do? Where do you want him to go?
So he has magic, right?
Yeah, yeah. He can use it from a medium range, so he could move up and then throw something. He's got the a drowning ability where he can throw wine at someone effectively. He's got a move that can give people temporary guard. He can cause a distraction or attempt a blackout of some sort.
I don't know. This drowning ability sounds like it could be interesting. If
Okay.
somebody's drowning in wine, they might not be able to sing as well.
Yeah, that is good logic right there.
I don't know
Um,
if it's gonna work that way, but it's a
well,
thought.
I mean, it sounds like it would work that way if the spell succeeds. Um, so let me see. Okay, single range attack, single target, medium range. Yep, fill targets only with water. This time we're saying wine. Spell can hit as many targets such as one special hit bypasses guard, and if the target needs to be there, they suffer 2 disadvantages. Okay, so with that, he gets to roll 4 dice. All right, so that is 2 hits, no special. So she, on her character sheet, is now okay. So now she's down. She's down to 2 guard. Okay, so she gets splashed, drenched, attempting to, attempting to do wine boarded, so to speak. Okay, um, and with that, we are back to the top of the order, I believe. Which means Lex, what would you like to do? Because you have Dex 4. Eamon, do you have 4 dexterity as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now I'm concerned. Do I notice Smink changing sorta?
Yes, he does stiffen up, and so you can tell that the voice was used because you also see her. So her tell for using the voice is that her face becomes the shadow monster again. Um,
I see.
Yeah, so and you can see the effects. You can see Alan suddenly freeze up on playing guitar. You can see Eamon feeling the compulsions to fighting them off. They're kind of like wrecked with psychic struggling. So yeah, so you can tell he shifted.
I will. I will try to sort of roll past him without getting caught in his net, which is
Okay.
now And then, I mean, I don't know how much I can do, but after that, I'd
Mhm.
like to use my pistol to try and shoot at her once
Okay,
I'm closer, because
gotcha.
I don't imagine I'll be within range of her necessarily to actually use the searing blade. But
Yeah, yeah. So the way it works, you are at. Let me revive. I should have looked this up beforehand, but let me remember to move from medium range into close range. That was the page? Okay, you have to use a weapon. Okay, you have to use a move to change to close range. Okay, cool. Okay, so medium close. So I did that right. So far is you have to use at least two moves to change to medium range. Okay, so should have done things a little differently, but that's okay. Um, I would just remind you. So your light field projector, if you wanted
yeah,
to try to turn invisible, that would probably make it easier to sneak up on stage. Um,
uh,
yeah, I would.
yeah.
The
Except I think the light field projector now just has the reactive combat invisibility, which is just a +1 to defense.
So the way I remember it working is basically saying it can do your device can do whatever it normally does, and then the upgrade is on top of that. So you can create illusions, you can cloak yourself.
Oh,
It
okay. I
yeah,
go.
so you can yeah, if you want to do that. So I'm gonna say just make a an intelligence roll, uh, no difficulty.
Oh,
So
okay. That
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
distance projection. Okay, I see what you.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
I'll make a try to make a copy of myself and sneak through
Ooh,
that.
okay,
I am rolling shit today.
okay. What'd you get?
On my 10, I got a 1, and then I got
Okay.
two and two threes.
Two and two threes. Okay, so yeah, so that is unfortunately a critical fail.
Yep.
So we're gonna rebound this by saying you don't turn invisible, but the marshmallow is tapping on the glass and says, "Okay, now eat me. Now eat me."
Okay, fine. I will now eat him.
Okay. So you have now eaten the marshmallow. It tastes like marshmallow. It's
Oh,
glorious. It's
good.
beautiful. It's goopy. It's not creepy or weird at all. It is not the flesh of a god that you are spitefully devouring in an attempt to steal its power. Um, and so this is the ritual that Toasty was talking about. And you see from way back, you see a flare from Garion's body as it now looks like a bonfire is starting where his corpse was. And so you have eaten it, and Alan has eaten it. Um, so now I want to give a chance to Eamon. Um, if you can make a wisdom roll um, with difficulty one. If you can pass that, then you can resist the urge and you can eat
Double sixes.
your double sixes. Awesome, sweet. Okay, this is amazing. This is actually what I wanted to have happen. Um, so now the the ritual to summon Toasty into his own body as opposed to Garion's body. This is third level um the third level scripture of the fire god, which is Phoenix, requires a dead body to cast. From it bursts an enormous flying bird wreathed in a fire that only harms your enemies. Once it starts to fight, it lasts until the end of the encounter. The Phoenix can carry the party and a few others. Strength 3, dexterity 3, health 3. So from the very back of the lawn, out of the roaring bonfire of Garion's corpse bursts a beautiful phoenix dripping flaming goops of marshmallow. It is glorious and radiant. It is on your side. It is benevolent, and it cannot be controlled by the dictator, thankfully, because Aemon was able to eat his marshmallow as well. um, so now that happens um, dramatically. Uh, let's see here. So we've got Smink, we've got those two, and then Droke. This is the funny thing. So now, um, this is where Strife, all she can do is kind of look on in horror as the massive firebird erupts. because she can't use her voice again without releasing. So actually, you know what? Screw it. We are going to do that. We're going to do that and attempt to um, change to just, let's see here. So we're going to, okay, yeah, we're going to try to use this on Smink, Droke, and Eamon. All right, and that is another set of
Oh,
threes. What's that?
real quick, on my last turn, as part of, since I can do that only on my, I can do it once on a turn, I was going to switch my stance from riposte to parry.
Ah, okay. And with that, Alan is targeted instead of Eamon, because I don't want that disadvantage. So, okay, so that means that Alan is acting under compulsions, and then Smink and Droke are both turned. Thankfully, so Smink is kind of close to, or not close, but he's a ways from. Okay, so just trying to figure out because they haven't acted yet. So, okay, and it's not invisible. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. So I guess first we are going to Smink to, he is going to now dart in and attack at Lex with his slashing daggers, and he's got a look
Whoa,
in his
whoa,
eye.
whoa. He had his
Yeah,
net out. Why
he
is
had
he
his net
going
out.
in and
Okay,
yeah.
all right, net time. All right, you want to get net? We'll get net. Um, so
That's not
so
an easy thing to pull out or put away. I'm just
that's
saying.
fair. Okay, okay. So he's got a net. He's coming in. He's trying to net you.
That's fair.
Um, he got one success, so there's a net on you. No damage, but you have a net. You're now caught. Um, he
Yeah, that's
has.
probably gonna hurt my dexterity. Yep.
It's yeah, it's going to be hard to move. You're gonna have to wiggle your way out of there. Um, and then Alan, you get a chance to resist compulsions. This is just a difficulty one wisdom roll to try to fight your way out of this and shake off the urge to attack your teammates. You do not have to attack your teammates if you don't want to. Ted?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. There's a lot going on.
I I I feel compelled to attack my teammates. That doesn't
You
seem
do.
right.
You don't have to. So this is where the way
I feel like I'm still playing my guitar. I can't hear commands because I'm playing my
Hmm.
guitar.
Okay. Okay, interesting. I think unfortunately I'm gonna have to give this to you. Well, how about this? How about you make a charisma roll with your fool die, and this is gonna be a difficulty one.
The charisma roll is I got three, so three plus the full die.
Yes.
I have a 5-3-1 and a
Okay.
two on the full die. Two is a marked side of my full die.
Okay. So that is which side you said 5, 3, 1. Which side was it?
5-3-1 is what I got on my charisma dice.
Uh-huh.
And the full die, I got a two, but two
Hmm.
is a,
Hmm.
a positively marked side on my full die.
Okay. Hmm. So let
So I get
me.
a flute.
Yeah. So okay.
So I
So
reach the
you do.
stage, I jump up, and I swing my guitar in a mighty arc and chop off her head, which doesn't kill her because she's a weird zombie type.
Well, so we're gonna pump the brakes real quick. So I think I did say difficulty one, but you did get a fluke. So okay. So the way I'm going to put that is that yes, you did because of the fluke of luck. You did not hear what she said. It was drowned out for you. However, Droke was still affected, even though he was nearby somehow. through a fluke of luck, you evaded that. So yeah, so if you run to the stage and make an attack, hold on, let's see here. So you're going to have to, you won't be able to swing the guitar because you are able to just get to close range, but not melee range. So you'll have to either throw the guitar at her or use your concealed pistol or something of that sort.
I think I take the guitar solo to a even higher, louder, screeching level
Okay.
to try to bleed her ears out.
Ooh, this is perfect because what I actually want to do is once the Phoenix was summoned, everyone levels up mid-combat. And Tad, since you it was touch and go for a minute there, but since you rejected the offer to I don't think I emphasized this very clearly, but it was to give up your guitar to learn to be a magician. But since you did not give up your guitar, I want to offer you a spell in the form of a electric guitar lightning bolt that you can cast once
Okay.
once per combat. If you want to take that knacker spell and you get a spell of uh, chain lightning.
Chain lightning?
Chain lightning. So you would roll that. That's, I believe, here, I will read that out to you. It's in the starter grimoire in the back. Um, yeah, lightning bolt. Throw a bolt of lightning at a target up to bow range. It has special. This attack can hit another target in the vicinity. You can use this special up to 3 times. So yeah, so this is a longer than medium range, or actually let's change that up. So you can chain it multiple times, but it's only medium range, not long range, because it comes out of your guitar. And so you play your guitar medium range, you can shoot lightning bolts, and it can hit multiple people if you get specials. Um, so now I'm going to say
So what do I need to roll?
you need to roll your charisma pool plus your fool die. The number of successes are the number of hits.
6, 4, 1, and 2, which is now a cross.
Okay.
So
6, 4, 1. Hold on one second. Okay, wait.
so
Okay, yeah, she got hit by the drowning attack. So that cross,
I have
um,
an unfortunate thing happen to me, or more likely the people around me.
yeah, yeah. So what I'm going to say is that, yeah, so you're up there, you've jumped onto the stage, you hit her 6-4. Okay, yeah. So then her guard is down, which is scary. And I'm going to say that Eamon, something bad. Okay, so
Maybe the third lightning
he,
bolt accidentally hits Eamon.
oh, it doesn't hit him. We're not doing that hard. You are stuck in the mud. We're not going that hard right now. So Eamon is
The
stuck in the, there
third
was,
lightning bolt hits in front of
Oh,
Eamon and creates a hole that he gets stuck
stop.
in.
What did Phil say?
oh no, I was saying he's stuck in the mud. So he's
Okay.
he's gonna need to
Thank you.
use yeah, he's gonna need to use
That's
his
what I was
full
trying
turn
to
to get out of
hear.
there.
Sorry, Tad. I just was trying to understand what was
I,
going
I,
on.
I was explaining how he got stuck in the mud.
There you go.
I
Yeah,
get that, but I didn't even know he was stuck in the mud.
Oh,
stray lightning liquefied the mud because
yeah.
who needs physics? Okay, and so
Well, we have
now
special physics here.
there are indeed special physics here. So now Droke is able to take his attack. He is going to attempt the blackout. I think he's going to try to make everybody pass out because the boss is in trouble. Um, she just got electrocuted pretty bad. So this was and so the way it's funny, the way they say for magic users is they take different Godbinder scriptures, and so I picked the ones that seem most relevant to a party animal of some sort. So he's going to roll blackout drunk, attempt to make all mortal, human-sized, or smaller individuals within close range of a point fall asleep. Never mind, because there is no point close. So instead, I think he's just going to try to drown Alan in some wine and now use that ability on him. So, oh, and actually that spell fails. So never mind. It's I'm actually going to explain this that Droke uh uh he's grown attached to you all, and so he was able to, self-sabotage that spell, and while he's still under the influence, he is fighting it. You can tell that he doesn't want to do this. He wished he was on your side still.
He accidentally got himself drunk.
There you go. There you go. That's
Accidentally
thinking.
on purpose got himself drunk.
That's actually because it was 3 2s and a 1, so that is a critical fail. So yeah, so okay, so he's gonna have a disadvantage on spell casting against y'all now. Excellent. Okay. So now did no Eamon was able to eat the marshmallow, so that was his turn. So I think everyone has moved now. And the Phoenix was summoned, so it will get to act next turn. It has a dexterity of 3. Did I write anything down? I did think let me see here. Did I say something? I made a note that if all 3 of you ate your marshmallows, I think it got +1 to a stat. Yeah, so I'm going to say it has like 4 strength. So sweet. Okay, that's that. And now it's back to the top of the order. So that would be Lex's turn.
Okie dokie. Yeah. I'm gonna activate my beam sword and try to cut
Ooh,
myself out of this net.
okay. So I'm going to say, let's see here. So this net is on you. Um,
Probably at least one
Smink is
disadvantage,
right
right?
there. Well, so I would say so you're not trying to move anywhere, right?
No, I'm just trying to get out of the net, cut the net out
Okay.
off of me.
Yeah, so I think just rolling, like, I mean, to me that's like you can free yourself from the net. It's one of those where I'm trying to think of how you can do more than just untangle yourself from a net this turn, you know? Um
Well, I could untangle myself from a net and then try to do what I did before, which
oh,
was
go
make
invisible.
myself invisible.
That sounds like a good compromise to me. So if you want to just roll your strength plus your D10 to cut yourself out
Uh,
of there.
Well, I got a 7 on my D10,
There you
so
go. That's enough. So you're out.
two twos, so
Nice. There you go. So you're out of the net, and now if you want to try to turn invisible, I'm gonna say this is a difficulty of 2 because he's at close range. He's right next to you. You're trying to disappear right in front of him. So yeah, go ahead and roll your intelligence plus your D10.
I got a 6, 2 4s, and on my D10 I got a 3.
Oh, well, that's enough successes to clear. So you have gone cloaked. Um, you know, Smink will not be able to locate you and not be able to attack you. Um, in in this instance now. So okay, so he's like, I have no idea where this guy went. Um, Next we are, I guess we'll go to Smink now. And since he's like, well, I don't know what happened. I can't locate this person. We are going to go move up to the stage and throw daggers at Alan. Um, so that is okay. So since you have a defense of 1, that removes success. You have taken 2 hits. Um, and he is now able, and he gets a free move. So he's now in between you and Strife. So he is now standing in front of her, basically.
So if I take 2 hits, that means that my defense and
Well, I accounted for your defense because it was 3 hits, but your defense blocks one, so then you take two. So that means you
Okay,
should
so
have a
my guard
guard.
is down to one.
Yes, there you go. And you still have 3 health. So there we go. Next, it is going to be Eamon's turn. And so if you want to get unstuck from the mud, you could then move but not attack, or you could attempt to throw your weapon.
I was gonna throw my weapon. Not
Oh,
at her. I
okay.
was gonna throw it at that. I was gonna throw it at the case I was heading towards.
At the what?
The red case.
The red shiny thing.
Oh, the one behind her. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm chucking that. Also, I don't need a. I don't need the sword backseat. Whatever the hell is going on in this. I'm still
Okay.
not entirely sure this isn't drugs.
Okay. So with that, I am going to say you're going to roll your dexterity plus your class die. This is a difficulty 2 to be able to we'll see what happens. We'll see how well you roll and then I'll figure out what happens.
2 6s, a 5, and a 4. I'm rolling good today.
Wow. Okay. So ooh. Okay. So
I did stuff.
yes, yes you did. So you threw your rapier and it flew true. It you did too well. You shattered the glass, and inside of it, you shattered the rose as well.
Oh,
Um, Alan, go ahead and make a wisdom roll without your fool die.
My wisdom is
Two.
2. 4 and 4.
Ooh, okay. So you hear a familiar scream. The glass object in the glass case was a rose. She was your rose. She's dying now. And
My Rose is dying now.
Rose, your girlfriend from the
My
real world.
Rose is dying now.
Yes, she has been pierced by the by Eamon's attack, um, and you know that she's being hurt, and something about that uh, yeah, she's bleeding out, and you'll need a miracle to save her. Not sure if this was too out of left field for you to know how to react to.
We just leveled up mid-combat.
Yeah, yeah, Alan. Oh, right, I forgot to address that for everyone else. I gave Alan a spell. You get an upgrade because I know that was your only direction, and then Chu gets to choose between um, creative violence, which he used without the ability, or the new any stance or the nightmare,
That's
those
good.
sorts
That's
of
my only
things.
direction.
Yeah, but I suppose you
Another
could have used
level I
that.
can get my whatchamacallit. No,
What's
no.
that?
All right. I hand you my D6 and
Mm,
I finish my solo, and it blows up the enemy and makes Rose fall into the world along with a first aid kit.
okay.
At which point I bandage her wounds.
So with that, um, so what's going to happen is the Phoenix from the back of the stage is going to swoop in and start scooping each of you up. So first it grabs Eamon, and well, Lex would have to decide whether she would want to be grabbed or not, or join the Phoenix. So this is how it would take you away um, from this world. And let's see here. What can I roll to see? So, because it only hurts your enemies, the Phoenix. So it doesn't. So let's see here. So it's able to scoop up. Well, first of all, I guess the first question is, Lex, do you want to abscond with the party, or for some reason would you like to stay invisible in this dangerous situation?
Hold on a second. I didn't make us leave.
What?
Or is it not working right?
A sleeve? What are you talking about?
I said I didn't make us leave.
Well, that's
Or did my thing
it
not
says.
work right?
So here's the thing. So let's read if all else fails, because you have just a shortened version of it there. Um,
Describe an unfeasibly good luck that rescues you and possibly your friends from danger.
mhm. So this is one where
So
it's
yes, you can
yes,
describe an entirely unfair event on a similar or lower scale of awfulness.
yes. I do remember one
And
basically
then
saying
give
that.
back your D6.
Right. Well,
If you
at a later
deliberately
point.
cause a spectacular or amusing disaster,
Yeah.
take your D6 back.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is that this is the emergency escape button. So this is less resolving the situation, and instead is removing you from it. So that's why
I
the
thought I was
Phoenix
bringing Rose into it.
bringing Rose into it. So that's
I'm a
what I'm
fool. I
right.
didn't do something smart.
No, 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 no. And so that what I'm trying to say is that while you have saved Rose's life somehow through the Phoenix passing over, um, she she doesn't come with you. She doesn't make it. Um, Strife is able to grab onto her, and uh, uh, you know. So what I'm trying to say is that she's alive, but
Okay.
she is still captured and that's why I was trying to ask if Lex wanted to join you on the back of the Phoenix, running away from the situation. So that would be, it scoops up Eamon, it scoops up Alan, and then, is flagging to, oh, does Lex want to join with us, or do you want to stay hidden with the bad guys?
How many bad guys are there?
Well, there is Strife, and then Smink and Droke are under her control. So, and then Rose would be there too, but she would be, you know, grabbed, taken from, what is trying to describe a climactic moment of, all right, everybody's on the back of the Phoenix. Now we're going to grab Rose, but oh no, she's grabbed back, those sorts of things. But, I wanted to give you the option to complicate things and make it a bit more difficult for me next time.
Well, had this plan of trying to put Strife to sleep to
Mm.
capture her because I
Uh-huh.
just picked up the energy weapon Narrow Sleep.
Interesting.
Your close combat attacks gain special, which means I have to roll a 6, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How does that work with the D10?
If it's over six, it's over six.
Right.
So you have
Uh,
like a 50% chance of a special.
yeah. Target is hit by a sedative. If they are hit by a sedative number of times equal to their con, they
Hmm.
fall unconscious.
Which is only two.
Oh, I think I'm gonna stay invisible to try and sneak up on her and try to
Okay.
use Neuro Sleep on her.
Okay. All right. So instead, the Phoenix does not grab Lex. She stays hidden. The Phoenix goes to try to grab Rose, um, but Strife is able to snatch her back, and then the Phoenix carries you all off. And that would be the end of our episode, um, where we'll pick up next time. Well, let me end on this little teaser. As the Phoenix flies off, and Alan and Eamon, are on the back of this of now the physical incarnation of this deity. Um, you are being carried away from the situation, um, that Rose is stuck in, and ostensibly so is Lex. Uh, as this is fascinating. I did not expect the party to be split even in a minor way at this point. So as you're flying off, sort of you're safe, but your friends are not safe. I don't know if you want a moment of dealing with that emotional turmoil.
Me personally?
Not you. No, you weren't there. You're not experiencing that turmoil. Instead, I guess we'll go the other way, which is that, Strife is holding on to Rose, saying something nefarious. Um, you know, the two lizard men are you know, under mind control at this point, experiencing these compulsions. And out of the shadows of backstage, uh, a mysterious character wearing a cloak of white with black trim and a black dragon mask appears and says, "Well, that was fucked beyond even what I expected. Congratulations, everyone. I have no idea what to do." See, it was the same voice that you heard saying "not like this" when time got rewound.
Oh, God.
We're stuck in the solo.
Yeah, we could,
We'll fix it in post.
be done with the solo for now.
That's okay. That was a wild one. That was a wild fight. I guess we can move on to Stars and Wishes. I know
I
this
mean,
was
that felt like a boss fight, so
okay, cool. I'm glad.
that worked out.
I'm glad.
I mean,
Um,
I was scared for a little bit there that I was about to commit cannibalism, and I guess in some alternate reality I did. I mean,
you've
Lex
you've
did.
created an alternate reality full of cannibals. Um,
Ish.
yeah, yeah. That's certainly not going to have any chilling or haunting effects. So I just wanted to take a moment to say, so this is uh this is definitely a difficult episode in the sense that I had a lot. I wanted it to be scarier and crazier than it was, but I think it ended up pretty crazy already. Um,
I mean, it was kind of scary already too. I mean,
okay,
the cannibalism part.
okay.
I was glad when that got rewound.
Thank you.
Rewound.
Yeah, it was one of those where I was trying to, I didn't want to spoil it and say, "Hey, I'm going to do something terrible. Just let me do it." So I'm glad that you felt the actual like, "Oh shit, did we make the wrong choice here?" Um, yeah. But to answer the question that I opened at the beginning of this episode in the intro, so when we first started making this game, in that first episode, when Garion, he was in, I said in that first episode, the wielder of the D4 isn't here. And that's because I was expecting another friend maybe to reach out and join the game, something. Um, I thought that's where we would go. I was going to have like an evil version of Garion, just like, oh, here's a shadow self and a regular self and a good self. But then something happened between the first episode and actually it was the week of our second recording. So while I was in Portland, I found out that my sister passed away, um, who I'd been playing games with my whole life and who I actually hadn't been speaking to. I hadn't spoken to her in 3 years when she died. And it was at that moment I knew that she would be the inspiration for this character. She would be a messy, chaotic, hateful, spiteful um, ghost, haunting our game. And so I'm sorry for keeping that rather dangerous secret from you all. But yeah, but that's who's playing with us. That is who wields the D4.
See, I see, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
No fun.
touching
Yeah.
tribute, but yeah, I'm sorry to you
Sorry about both the passing and the estrangement.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
And
It's
if you need anything,
hey,
you know.
I'm just happy to keep playing the game with y'all. Honestly, it's been
Okay.
great. it is very cathartic. It's it's one of those things that has been easier and more difficult day to day. But reaching this point and introducing her and having it go off the rails was a lot of fun, honestly.
The Rails.
Off
I'm
the rails.
sorry. I'm a chaos monkey.
No, hey, you're the fool, and that's where you live by the fool and you die by the fool. And I would actually give you a start. I do actually like doing the sampling, doing the little clips of things. I think we'll just have to figure out like limit it to like 2 or 3 times in an episode.
Figure it out. I'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, we'll find balance
I'm
to it.
playing everything by ear.
Hey, that's I'm finding out it's the only way to play, really.
Well,
Yeah,
particularly as the
limit to
fool.
like, less time sometimes too. That would make me more comfortable.
That's what I
I
was
was
trying to
trying to give you a bathroom break.
think. There we go. There we go.
You said you were out of
Yeah.
coffee.
If I need an actual bathroom break or to go get coffee, I will let you guys know in the message board.
Nice.
Yeah, no. Mostly it was I didn't know how much I wanted to talk today.
That's fair.
So I found ways to talk otherwise.
That's fair.
Honestly, I was a little roller coaster the past couple days because I ended the week pretty stressed out by my job, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna take all this rage and put it in the game. And then yesterday I went to the protests and I got that rage out and I felt a whole lot better. And I
All
was
right.
like, okay, well, I'm in a different headspace, but we're gonna go with it, you know?
I definitely had one of those weeks too, so I hear you.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and we're still on the air, but
Yeah.
stars and wishes.
Well, I mean it's still die.
Yep,
Still that.
yep.
No, I was saying was stars and wishes. Yeah, I felt like it was a really good combat. I definitely appreciated that, we didn't end up with this crazy, we did some stupid thing that we now have to live with. You know,
Hmm.
uh, uh, I'm just gonna try to forget that that reality even exists. Probably.
Well,
I mean,
good
it's
news is
a
it's
game. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, you can take that memory away from me completely, and I
mhm.
will not really. Anyhow, um,
Well, and that's to the moment again. So to sort of show how much I actually am attempting to plan things, that ties into where the direction I have in mind for your character. And if it's something that you feel like doing or not feel like doing, we can figure that out. But the idea of taking your experiences in the game and trading them for continued experience in the game, versus you know trading your memories of the real world for more experiences in the game
that
of your
makes sense.
character. Yeah, and then we could
Yeah,
do
for a second
interesting
there, I was
things.
worried you were gonna say, "Yeah, your character. I'm trying to get them to become a cannibal." Like,
No, 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 no. That
yeah,
was it was one of those things where like I said, even I had the okay, hey, do you I want to give you guys the option to do an evil party. I was a little surprised that Tad was trying, I mean, like, was encouraging the let's do it and then backstab. Um but uh but I think
Again,
it
I
worked
was
out.
I was thinking, what's the most foolish way that I can handle this?
There you go. And that would be it. The double traitor.
I
and
mean,
that
that's literally how I make all of my decisions in this game is
Mhm.
what is the most foolish thing that I could do right now? And that's why it threw me when
Mhm.
suddenly you put me in a situation where like had to care.
Yeah.
Because like I'm both aware that caring can make it so it doesn't work.
Hmm. Well,
And I
so
was having trouble treating it foolishly. So I'm like,
yeah.
okay, how can we foolishly? And I'm like, oh, the foolish thing would be to bring her here.
Hmm. And so so that's the thing, is that the way I was originally planning on ending the episode was in revealing that the rose at the back of the stage, which I forgot to mention until Eamon asked me about it, so thank you for that. And mentioning, hey, it's a glass rose, and mention like, okay, so you Tad know that it's Alan's rose, but if you don't roll well enough, Alan doesn't know that. And I don't know how easy that would be to play, but that was my original plan. So I'm glad we landed the way we did.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say also having that decision towards the end, that was a start, like where I was like, oh, you can, reveal yourself and run off with the party, or you
Hmm.
can stay hidden and then deal with,
Yeah.
whatever you deal with.
And
So
so deal with the mysterious robed and masked figure that was
yeah,
able to use a cheat token to rewind time. This might be the master.
it might be.
Strong implications. Oh, Chu, did you have anything to add? Any insights? Any just before we wrap
Not
up?
really.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And with that, I dig the Spider-Man uniform out of the trash can, and I run back to Tad and I say, please, please, I don't know what I'd do without more 22 panels. We need more 22 panels. 22 panels, no more, no more.
Well, I mean, I suppose since you and I have to talk to Zach tomorrow,
Oh yeah. I know what I'm reading today.
you gotten a copy of the new one?
Not
Because,
the new one,
okay,
but I am going to catch up on Blown Away and Into the Unbeing Part 1,
right,
and possibly a third thing if I have time. So,
right.
yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All righty. Well, I suppose 22 panels will go on. I've got interviews booked. Some of them are pretty cool. I guess I'm not ready to stop reading comics yet, so.
It's even more of a way. God, it's one thing to give up the show, but we can never give up on comics.
So for 22 panels, this has been a production of Die, and the clown show goes on, and we will see you after the next page.
Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22panelspodcast.